welcome to educator.com. This lesson is on expressions and variables. Let's begin. So first thing we have to go over, variable. Variable. A variable is a letter or symbol that can stand for or represent one or more numbers. So in place of numbers, I have usually letters. So if I use A or B, I can use X, Y. Okay, those are all considered variables. I can also use symbols. Sometimes we have, in math, we use Greek symbols, or we can use, I can use star as a symbol. So anything that represents numbers would be considered a variable. Okay? Expressions are numbers or phrases, mathematical phrases, that includes numbers and variables. Now, keep in mind that expressions do not have equal signs. Okay, if it does have an equal sign, then it would be called something else. It would be called an equation. Okay, so we have different types of expressions. The first type is a numerical expression. Numerical means numbers. So if we have a numerical expression, it would be an expression, a mathematical phrase that has only numbers. So here's an example: 30 plus 5. This is considered a numerical expression. There's no variables. We only have numbers. Okay? The next one, algebraic expression, is the most common type of expression. And that's when you have both numbers and variables. Okay, so 6 plus a is an example of an algebraic expression. 2x minus 10 is also another example. We have a, that's a variable. Okay? X is a variable here too. So 2x minus 10 is an algebraic expression. The other type is a word expression. Word expression is when you use words to express your expression, or you write out your expression using words. So p divided by 9 would be considered a word expression because instead of writing the symbol out, you would write just divided by the words. Okay? So let's do a few examples of evaluating expressions. Evaluating just means to solve or simplify the expression. So if I have a numerical expression, okay, 12 times 20, this is a numerical expression, I can actually simplify this out. I can multiply 12 and 20 together. Okay? So 12 times 20. Okay, so then 2 times 0, 0. And then because it's 0, I can just move on. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. So when I evaluate this expression, I get 240. Okay. Now this next one, m minus 8. That's my expression. They want me to evaluate this expression when they tell me that m is equal to 8. So here's the expression. Let me use black. M minus 8 is my expression. And they told me that m is 8. So remember variables? This is a variable that represents a number, right? And the number that it represents is 8. So this is the same thing as 8 minus 8. And my answer is 0. So when I evaluate the expression m minus 8, when m is equal to 8, then my answer would be 0. The next example, I'm evaluating the expression s divided by t. S divided by t can also be written like this, right, as a fraction, s divided by t. And they're telling me that s is 28 and t is 4. So s is 28, so I can just, instead of writing s, I'm going to write out 28 because s is a variable that stands for, that represents the number 28, and t represents the number 4. Okay? So I can write it like this, or I can write it just 28 divided by 4. It's the same thing. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. So when I evaluate the expression, I get 7 as my answer. Okay? In the final example, example 4, evaluate the expression CD. When I have two variables next to each other, like that, C, D, this means C times D, okay? So C times D. C represents the number 3, okay? So it's 3. D represents the number 200. So if CD means C times D, then it means 3 times 200, right? So when I multiply 3 times 200, I get 600. Okay, so when you evaluate the expression CD, when you're given the numbers that they represent, then the answer will be 600. Okay, so that's it for this lesson on educator.com. We'll see you next time. Thank you.